So I started writing a few new books, and then this topic keeps coming up for me. So it's going to be in a book somewhere, I'm sure. I know I already have it in a book in different areas, but this is a big topic, and it keeps coming up for me. And it's really funny because the minute I have a conversation with anybody, it comes up, and I'm like, see, there we go again. So the topic is control. And I never realized control as much as I realize it now. Excuse me, excuse me. And in every part of our life, we want control, and we want control over other people without even realizing we want control over other people. And it's as simple as I wish they would do something different. Even I wish they would do the dishes differently, or I wish they would pick up after themselves differently, whatever it is. And it always comes back to control. And we don't realize, like I said, we don't realize that that's what it is. But when we're completely out of control of ourselves, and I was talking to my husband last night, Mike, about this last night, and I said, when we are completely out of control of ourselves is when we want the most control, and we want people to behave the way we want them to behave. But we don't want to behave the way people want us to behave. We want to be our own person, but we want them to accept us for who we are. But isn't that control? We don't think about it that way. And now it's like popping up all over the place. And I'm like, that is really interesting. Because we don't want to be, like put out of our own little thing, our own little bubble, but we want others to be put out of theirs. Instead of just accepting who they are, and as simple as a conversation you're having with someone, and maybe you're helping them with something and you're trying to give them advice, but they never take the advice, or they take the advice and say they get it from somewhere else. And then you got like this thought process of, wait a minute, I told you that. Like, what are you talking about? And that's control, right? And again, we don't think of it as a control. We think of it as like boundaries, and don't get me wrong, boundaries are very important. So don't stop them. But what I'm trying to get to is, like, instead of wanting control of the other person, instead of wanting them to see it one way or the other, allow them to be who they want to be, and you continue to know that the only person, excuse me, that you can control is yourself. The only person that you can do anything with is yourself. You only have control with yourself. And when you're out of control and things seem out of control, that's the most important time to get control of you. You don't have control over anybody or anything. I don't have any control over Rose. I can correct her when it's time, so you can definitely put your boundaries up when it's time, and you can definitely say, like a conversation I had where I sent a message and they sent me one back, and I could have taken it personally and gone, wow, that was rude. Or I could have done what I did, which was just like, yeah, cool, no problem. Let them be rude if they want to be rude, or if that's how the text came off, send it back. Not my problem. That's on you, if that's who you want to be. Send out as much love as you can, and love who you are in every moment. And keep remembering that sometimes that's who they want to be, and that's okay. And all the time, you only have control over you. And if you're paying attention to you, you're going to know that in every situation, it's all cool. Everything is cool and working out for you because you're in control of you. You got this. Start watching. Start paying attention more and more on different situations that come up and how you would have reacted before, and now you're going, wait a minute, no, it's on me. It's all about how you perceive things and how you take things and the stories you're telling and all of that. And you could read more in my book, You Get to Choose You, the best you. So go check it out on Amazon. You are in control of you. So you get to choose to make it a best day. I do love you. Make an amazing day.